I am Chris, aka The Dark Wall. Prove me wrong. This is GameWatt, the news show where we ask, what is the game? This week, we will be covering 3 featured games and 1 underappreciated game. Our first game that comes before the others, number 1 on the list. No others come before this one because this is the start of the show, and no other games have been covered yet. But I digress. Let's move on to number 2 on that list. Doras Box is a point-and-click adventure game. In the story, you get sucked into a box of crazy. Expect some surreal moments. This game is currently Name Your Price, which includes the price of nothing or everything you own. The devs say this game is a taste of something much larger that they want to create, and any donations would help towards that. Doras Box is for all ages and has an average rating of 4.4118. Next up is Takumi. A short atmospheric adventure game with some really pretty pixel art. There's not much else I can say about it without giving away too much, so play this game if you want to go on an adventure. Really, I know you're just sitting around doing nothing anyways, so you might as well have an adventure! Takumi is for all ages and has an average rating of 3.9365. Following the theme of adventure, the next featurette is Strictus, a sci-fi puzzle exploration game. In this game, you can use your eyes to look at weird buildings and your brain to get through them. Strictus is for all ages, all of them, and has an average rating of 3.5091. Finally, on to the underappreciated game. Did you know gamejolt can play original ROMs in both browser and on the client? It can do ROMs for quite a few consoles, but playing the ROMs isn't easy, so the least glitchy ones are for the simplest consoles. You can still download the ROMs and play them in more dedicated emulators, but it's still pretty neat that you can test them in the browser. I just wanted to point it out because gamejolt has been able to do this for a while now, as I'm sure everyone watching already knew because you're all subscribed to gamejolt newsletter. But there's only a handful of games in the ROM section, and Novascape is a pretty inventive one. It's one of those survival arcade games that really forces you to really get to grips with a unique control scheme. It's hard in the way that it makes you keep coming back for more, and I would love to see more original ROM games on gamejolt. Novascape is for all ages and has an average rating of 4.8. That's all for this week. Next time we will update you on those game jams we've been talking about. This is GameWatt. I'm Chris, aka The Dark Wall. That feels weird. This is Chris, aka the blah 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 blah. It feels like I feel like I should say that. Okay. There's a noise. What's that noise? Nah. It's probably just the voices in my head. Maybe I don't know if we could change the background so it's black on white. I seem to read a lot smoother on black and white for some reason. I notice when I do my Fate streams, I don't have any, tripping over words. I don't know why. It's the only thing I can think of. Anyways. I swear I hear something clicking in the background. That's probably nothing. Anyways, where was I? I'm Chris, aka The Dark Wall. This is GameWatt. Stay indie.